Rapunzel. Once upon a time, in a rural village, there lived a loving couple. One day, the wife became pregnant. The husband was delighted. One day, when the wife was looking at the neighbor's garden, she found Rapunzel.
Oh, that looks so delicious.
However, the wife could only stare because the neighbor was a scary witch. The wife became ill because she wanted to taste the Rapunzel so much. She could not help but tell her husband that she wants to eat the Rapunzel.
You want the Rapunzel in the scary witch's garden?
The husband thought for days and finally he picked some Rapunzel without being noticed by the witch.
I have never tasted such a delicious salad. Could you go pick some Rapunzel one more time?
The husband headed for the witch's garden again. However, the witch was staring at the husband over the wall.
I'm sorry. My wife is pregnant and she said she was going to be ill if she couldn't eat the Rapunzel.
The witch asked as if amused.
What would you pay for the Rapunzel?
I will give you anything you want.
Fine. I will take the baby when it is born.
The witch looked at the husband with furious eyes. The husband got so scared that he promised to give the newly born baby to the witch. After several months, the wife gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. However, a few days later, the witch came to the husband.
Could you please name her before you take her?
Her name is Rapunzel.
The witch took Rapunzel away. Time flew and Rapunzel grew up to be a beautiful 12-year-old girl. The witch locked up Rapunzel in the top of the tower in a deep forest. One day, a neighbor prince was passing by the forest and heard Rapunzel singing. The prince hid behind a tree and watched her. Then, the witch yelled at Rapunzel.
Rapunzel, drop your hair for me.
When the witch climbed up to the top and came back down, the prince went to the bottom of the tower and shouted,
Rapunzel, drop your hair for me.
Rapunzel was surprised to see a man for the first time.
You are as beautiful as your singing voice.
The prince declared his love for her, and Rapunzel grew fond of him too. Then one day, the witch noticed that Rapunzel's dress became shorter than usual.
You must be pregnant. You have lied to me all along.
The witch cut off Rapunzel's hair with scissors and sent her away to a country far away. The witch waited for the prince to come.
Rapunzel, drop your hair for me.
When the witch heard his voice, the witch dropped Rapunzel's hair that she had cut off.
You are the prince who stole Rapunzel's heart. You will never see her anymore.
The prince stepped backward, but he accidentally fell from the tower.
My eyes!
The prince fell on the brambles, got pricked on his eyes, and went blind. Rapunzel was singing to her twin son and daughter. The prince stopped walking when he heard a familiar singing voice. When Rapunzel saw the shabby and blind prince, she held him in her arms and shed tears. Rapunzel's tears dropped in the prince's eyes, and the prince was able to see again.
Rapunzel, you are my Rapunzel for sure.
Rapunzel and the prince went back to the palace. They held a beautiful wedding ceremony and lived happily ever after.